Hello Ace, this is RetroTK2 and today we're once again back making our Pokémon Rom Hack. Last time, if you remember, I epically failed at changing the title text on our title screen of our Pokémon ROM. So today I want to get a win under my belt, Ace. I want to go into Unity and create a very simple converter for the Little Endian format that we had to use for our pointers. If you remember last time, we used Spherical Ice's tutorial, which I think is the definitive version. It's certainly a lot more hands-on than the other tutorials since we got to get in and change the actual offsets ourselves. Yeah, we got to go in and actually, well, change the pointers using this HXD program. And yeah, so what happens is that the offset goes in like 0x12345 we separate it out into 3 bytes. We reverse the order of those bytes, so it goes 5 6 3 4 12. And then we add the byte 0x to tell the ROM that it's a pointer. So nothing too crazy here is. You should hopefully be able to do this fairly easily in Unity. I'm also going to have to create a way for us to suffix the actual Little Endian version with some other type of byte. I'm not sure if there's any way to, if there's going to be other pointers that we're going to need to change that aren't going to always be that 08. So we'll just add in that little bit of functionality and it should be nice. So okay, let's open up Unity. And I will of course be using Unity Spice for all of our logouts here. If you would like to get it yourself, just follow the card on your screen now and then follow the instructions after that. So anyway, let's get stuck into this. So okay, Little Endian, let's find out where we want to put this. We want to put this here. So I already started to record this here. I had my audio all set up. And then of course I forgot to press record on my capture card. Always a very, very good thing to do. Yeah, but we're back here and hopefully, so I've got a little fair idea of where I want to be with this Little Endian display. I think I got about 15 minutes into the recording and then had to call it a day on it. So here we go. And then we want to have public void on GUI. And that'll do nicely. This Little Endian, no thank you. On GUI is where we want to be with that. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. And then we want to create Little Endian string, maybe? Yep, yeah, that'll do. And then we want to have a GUI layout dot text field and Little Endian string. Perfect. So what the actual text field is going to do is it's going to allow us to actually just input text and it'll show up like so. No, it won't show up like so because it's not set. Yes, because I'm an idiot. I need to instantiate the display itself. Come on, let's go. Also, little things that happen with development there is. Okay, so here we go. We've got a nice text field, and we can just put in whatever we want in here. We could, of course, make it so that we, like if we put in an actual one that was something like this with the question marks and ats, that it would then go, no, this is an invalid sort of thing. I don't know whether I want to do that or not, to be honest, but hey, it's something to think about. I also want to create a GUI layout dot, not box. I want to create a begin vertical, and then I want to put in an end vertical. I don't necessarily like the way that the GUI does this. Yes, I understand that this is one of the ways to do it, but yeah, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it. Anyway, but what I want to do is a GUI skin dot box. So what's going to happen now is that it's going to display this inside a box, like so. Come on. Okay, there you go. So now you see that it's inside a box. And I'm also going to do the same up here with our other stuff that we had. Just what's going to happen is that if I have all this stuff together, it's going to look like an absolute mess. So although it will look still pretty messy with the 2 boxes, at least it's separating these out so that we'll be able to see them like so. You see that? Looks nice. Hopefully you agree. And I believe that if I do a GUI color here, I can change the color of the actual box. We will do red, I think. Color.red. And we will do a GUI color. So whenever you change the color of the GUI, that completely changes the color of the GUI, and that anything drawn after that will have whatever color you assign to the GUI color. So that's the reason why you need to reassign it the white in order for it to draw everything, or not draw everything as red. So hopefully this is going to work. I'm not convinced, but I'm happy to be proved wrong. Okay, so it does work. And then as you can see, everything's drawn as white. Because this has got like a sort of like translucent-y tint to it, that's the reason why it's not being drawn, or why it looks like it's being drawn as red, this text field, but it's not actually. It's being drawn as the white version. But anyway, that's not important. What is important is that we need a label for our input text. So what do we call this? What would be a good name for this, I think? Offset? Original offset? Original offset sounds good. Original offset. And much like before Ace, we need to put in the GUI layout horizontal. Begin the horizontal and end the horizontal. So you can see the reason why I don't necessarily like the horizontals and the vertical stuff is because it's all in the same line. So it's very difficult to realize that this is the horizontal and then this part's the vertical. I might try and change that with some more spice, but we'll leave it at the moment. Display vertical. No, display horizontal. Horizontal. My goodness, my spelling is terrible. And we will add in like that. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, so what we want to do, we probably want this to be as a text field on its own. And the reason why I want it as a text field is because, oh no, actually, I think you can. Hang on. So if I do an editor, so what I'm worried about is that you can't actually copy the labels. But I believe that you can. Silly me. Hang on. I believe you can do it with the editor GUI stuff. Label field. And if we do it like this, once Unity finishes compiling, hey, we get a major error. What has happened there? It's not being called. That's the reason why we're getting a big error there. Okay, let's go and have a look at that. Like so. Perfect. Excellent. And then if we do this, we can't do it. Okay, so we're going to use the text area then. I just realized that I haven't made that nice and big so that you guys probably have no idea what's going on. And there you go. So that's that. Now that it's all big, I find it very difficult to read it. That's development for you, yes. Little Endian is correct. I want to move this to a Little Endian display because I don't think we really have that much use now for the Pokemon editor window. It's just there to call the on GUI of the Little Endian. This is where the meat of the whole project is going to be. Okay, so what do we want to do now? We want then the output. We want the output offset. Output offset. We want that to be a text area. And we definitely don't want it to have any sort of value-ish to it. Our text field should probably actually be okay. So yeah, we'll try that there. And then so it'll constantly just set itself to whatever we put it in. And what we're going to do is create new Little Endian converter maybe. I always hate calling things ER, something like manager or something like that is, because I always find that it's usually a bad practice in coding, because those classes tend to be very big since they have so much responsibility. And if any of you are into your coding, your agile coding or anything like that, then you'll know that you really shouldn't have classes with more than one responsibility. Now the problem is that it gets really fuzzy as to what a responsibility is in terms of coding. It's like, is persistence a responsibility or is save and load two separate responsibilities? And truth be told, I have no idea. So this isn't a Little Endian string. This is a, what is this? Offset string. Don't know why I'm putting the str in there. Just stick it in, I suppose. It's nice. Not a Little Endian string, offset string. I suppose I like knowing that it's a string. Maybe it means that I need to create a offset class for it. Anyway, getting into more complex stuff there is. Okay, so let's do this. And okay, so now what do we want to do? Okay, so what we want to do is ideally we want it to be an even number every time. It doesn't necessarily matter if it is an even number, does it? I don't think so. Okay, so let's go and create a split. The problem is I don't know if you can split. You can't, you need separators for split. Okay, so let's try substrings maybe. Do you want a substring? There's a better way of doing this, I am certain. I will go with it, sure, we'll see how we get on. So we want a substring. We want our starting index to be 0. We want our length to be 2. We always want the length to be 2. We want the starting index to increase by 2. So for the for loop, for the offset string dot length, we want it to do it like this, and we want to create a list of all the different possible things. We're going to create a list of the bytes that it is going to be. No, not bool. Or boo, sorry. And we want system collection. Thank you very much. We want a list dot add. Yes, we do. And then in here, we're going to put our offset, like so. And then we're going to put in our I. That's what we're going to do. It's perfect. And that looks good to me. And then at the bottom, we want to, for each list, S, sure, why not? Var, S, oh, var, nope, var str equals like so, definitely like this, str plus equals S, boom. And then we want to return str. Now, hopefully we can convert all this into an aggregate. No, we can't. Really? I would have thought that you could definitely convert this into an aggregated string. Well, whatever. Maybe you can't. So you can convert that one to the length expression, but you can't convert the other one to the length expression. Very strange. Fair enough. Whatever. I'm certain you probably can. Yes. Just my links foo isn't exactly where it should be. Let's put it that way. Okay. So let's have a little test of that. Let's see what we get back. Okay. Let's go and have a little look at this. The thing is, I don't know whether you want this constantly doing this over and over. Like as we type into this string, it's going to be converting for us. I'm not sure if we're going to get the chance to do that. Okay. What was the null object? This was the null object. Yes. Equals this. Maybe. Perhaps. Okay. So it could be that it just wasn't initialized beforehand. Who knows? Who knows? Are we good? We cool? No, we're not cool. Okay, so where are you getting the problems? Where is the null? Where is the null? So Little Endian Converters, line 15 is the problem. This is the problem, surely. Okay. We can do that if you want. Go in like that. Is this what you want? Is this the problem that we are having? Unless is it because I'm passing it in as, yes, that could be it, I suppose. Oh, sugar. Didn't actually mean to do that, but okay, whatever. So let's add this one too. So it could be that this is initially null, and that then it goes and cries about the fact that that's null. I believe that was the problem. So what's the problem is we're passing in the null value, setting it equal to the null value, and then it's trying to do all that stuff with the null. I did not want to load stage 5 on the state stuff. Excellent, brilliant. Okay, so let's do this here then. FE, excellent, brilliant. Okay, so the problem is that, okay, so yeah, initially this needs to be, yeah, okay, let's do it so that this, so we're going to have to make it even. Yeah, it has to be even, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, we have to have it as even. Okay, if 2 is less than or equal to the length, and offset.length modulus 2 is equal to 0. So basically what this means is if you divide the actual length by 2, sorry, it should give no remainder. That's what this modulus thing means. I believe I've went over that in the C# series. I can't remember. Excellent. Okay, so then we could probably pop this in like so, get rid of that if. Invert the if. No, we won't invert the if. We'll leave it at that. And okay, hopefully that should all work. We'll see. So yeah, super basic is going in and just pretty much just having fun with code, I guess. EF, I'm still getting a problem. Still getting a problem. Why are we getting a problem? What's the issue? I don't know what the issue is. We're adding on 1 every time and not 2. Simple as that. Let's be honest. That's the issue. So the problem is that it's coming down here going 1. So it's starting at 1 and then adding on 2. And then, of course, it's going to cry at the fact that the thing is out of range. Because it is. Let's be honest. E5. E5. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. GH. Hey, excellent. Okay, cool. So now what we want to do is reverse the order of this. So let's get the S out. Yeah, we can use the S, which is good. Okay, so let's have that. S, and I'm not actually sure how you reverse the order of a string. S dot reverse. Does it exist? Reverse? No. Yes! Hey, 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 hey! Excellent! Don't you just love whenever there's things there for you already? Oh, hello. Oh, okay, and then string? Maybe? We shall see, yes, we shall see. The problem is that its reverse is it's going to convert that to a character string. What I want to do is convert the character string to string. I don't think that's going to work. I think that we want to... No, I don't like this. Okay, fair enough. Let's do for each s.reverse C for the character. Oh, this is gnarly code. This is S2. Wow. You know you're on to a good coding thing whenever you got to do an S2 like C. Let's just add in C. Sure. Thank you. Get rid of that. And S2 is where we want to be. Yes, please. Thank you very much. We need to separate this out into a new method. That's pretty much what the code is screaming at me, yes? So let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Please? Okay, let's go. HG, GE, excellent. HT, TH, look at that. 2332, excellent. It's working. It's working well, yes. And yeah, that's cool. Okay, so what now? Let's get this out. Extract mode, what do I even want to bring out? I want to bring out the get Little Endian list, question mark, not sure, yes, not sure, not 100% sure on that one. This is our main conversion method, that's cool. And this can be aggregated to a links expression, love it, love it, love it, love it. And then this can be popped into here, like so. Is it difficult to see what's going on in this? Yes, possibly. I must admit, whenever I see links expressions, I'm like, well, that's just magic. But it's doing the same thing. You know, I mean, if we did this, convert to links code, yeah. So we did that, then you would see, oh, okay, you know, we can see what it's doing. I'm usually not that bothered by that stuff. Usually, I don't know. Okay, let's get stuck in here. And I usually like, whenever it comes to for loops, I like the reverse loops. Nope, I don't like the reverse loops. No, I'm being an idiot. Sorry, never mind. Okay, so what now then? Let's go and have a look at this. And let's go and have a look at our code. Let's see how it shapes up. Okay, so separate the offset into 3 bytes. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and it should go to 56. Oh, sorry, whoops. Okay, so I messed this up. Reverse the order of the bytes and then, okay, so it's not. Oh, silly retro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so what it's actually doing is reversing the loop and not actually the bytes themselves. Oh, or sorry, not actually the string itself. So okay, let's have a little look at this. I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in this 3, 4, 5, 6, just so I don't forget exactly what we need to do with it. That's where we want it to be. We want to go to 56, 34, and 12. So what we need to do instead is add the substrings, like so. And then on the list, then we want to reorder it. So list dot reverse, I think it is. Reverse the order, yeah, reverse the order of elements in the entire list. Surely that should work. It was just confusing me with the overload is. I must admit that I was like, okay. Oh, does it actually work on the, oh no, that's actually a part. So I thought that was an extension method, but no, it's actually a part of the list class, which is pretty awesome. Okay, cool. So what now? Okay, let's go and have a little look and see if it works. So, slow as we can. Come on. Come on, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, come on. Reload it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 2. Excellent. Add the byte 0, 8 to tell the ROM that it is a pointer. So we want to add a suffix method to this. I'm going to create, so what's nice is that you can actually copy this directly like that. I might actually put in a wee copy clip art button as well. I want it to be a case of, so I want it to be that the original offset, since it's changing and it's being all fiddly, I want it to be a case of that this one doesn't change. And we could have a suffix, something like this, suffix offset, and then we will just call this suffix, oops, str. Yeah, I'll do readily. Oh, sugar. And in fairness, we don't actually even need to add this to the conversion method. We could just add this like so, like that. Maybe. And yeah, like that, something like this. Okay, let's have a look. Suffix offset. We want to do 08. It might be a good idea to actually default at that one, but okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 56, 34, 12, and 08. Okay, perfect. And what was the ones that he did? So, okay, so by turning this into an offset using, okay, so let's try this one then. So we did EA, B8, C4. Should go to C4, B8, EA, 08. Hey, works perfectly, yes, brilliant. I wonder if I should make it so that, just a little bit more added functionality, that it would actually just append this one here. So it would take off this. Oops. What? Oh, come on. Copy. Yes, please, paste. Can I not paste? Why can I not paste? Because it's not an editor text field? Okay, let's try that again. So let's try it, editor text field. So what can sometimes happen is the functionality between GUI layout and editor layout isn't necessarily shared. So whenever you're trying to copy into a GUI layout, it may not work. Something worth noting, I suppose. I don't know whether maybe it's the game can't access the clipboard, because GUI layout's really meant for in-game GUI, not necessarily editor GUI, although button doesn't exist in, I don't know, whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Oh, okay, no, that's it, go on. So GUI layout, button doesn't exist on the editor GUI layout. So if I go to editor GUI layout and do dot button, it doesn't exist. Oh, drop down button does, but standard button doesn't. So you have to actually access GUI layout button. I guess maybe they don't change in functionality. I think that's the reason why they don't separate them. There we go. Oh, we are all up to speed now. Okay, so let's go and add in a prefix offset. Remove prefix offset. Don't really like that, but okay. Remove prefix offset. Remove prefix offset. So we just want to pretty much remove this from the start, yes. Like so, and like so. Yes, please. And what we want it to be is that from the original offset, we're going to remove whatever the remove prefix offset is. So what we want is 0x, and we wanted to remove it from that whenever it uses its conversion method. Do we want that in the converter? Yeah, go on then, why not? Do you want to pass it? I don't know, whatever. I have no idea what we want to do here. This will do fine. It's getting the job done for the moment, and that's pretty much all you want. Sometimes, no thank you, I want this to be that, and I want this to be remove prefix offset. So what this is going to do is remove the prefix offset. I know, crazy, isn't it? So what we want to do is remove, ideally you want to remove from the start. The problem is that, okay, let's try this then. Let's try this instead. If offset dot starts with the remove prefix offset, then we want to, actually we'll keep this as that, because then that means we can get rid of that parameter part. Okay, so we know it starts with it, and then we want to remove substring, maybe? Substring, or is it just trim? I think trim might be the trim start, and then you give the, no, okay. No, I believe it is substring is the one that we want. What annoys me about the substring is that it has that length, so from the actual starting index, so you start at 0, we know that, but now what I will have to do is add on the actual prefix, and then we need to take that away from the actual length of the offset string itself. This is all a new extension method in Unity Spices. I have this already done, but it's the only reason why I can recall it from memory. I mean, it may not work, but hey, you know yourself. So yeah, we want to set that equal to that. Excellent. And we will create this as its own method. Resolve prefix Oh, come on. Yeah, resharper's really been doing my head in lately. It hasn't been... yeah. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's been doing this here where we'll just like cancel out some methods or whatever. It could be that I just haven't updated it. And yeah, and to be fair, that's very, very possible. And that's nice that this sort of just all goes like that. Okay, so now we go back in, and hopefully now this should all just work. Fingers crossed. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so, oh, hello. The problem is that it does start with that. The length is 0, so that should all work. Okay, I'm not 100% sure why that's not working. Okay, let's just do this here. Start with, and this is not an empty string. Is, no, come on. I hate the way this isn't a, what do you call it, extension method as well. Is null or empty, and we want to put that to not null or empty. So it's a static method, it is null or empty on the actual string class, whereas it would be better if is null or empty could just be applied to the string itself. Just because I personally think it looks more neat and tidy, yes, but you may disagree. Okay, let's go and see if this works. And just making sure that I definitely took it away. No, still having a problem. Okay, let's have a look. Value system string starts with, or is it the fact that it's null? Maybe I need to put it here. Could be that. Could be that. Could be that. Yeah. Suffix start string. It's usually a good idea, I suppose, just to set these as normal strings, because then otherwise you just can't use them because they're all null. I hear they're actually taking away null is from the, I think it's going to be in C#8 that they're going to take away nulls. I don't know whether that's true. It'll be interesting to see how they actually make that all work, but something to look out for. Oh, for goodness sakes. Yes, please, this. So I think for now I won't actually put on the restrictions of, you have to have this or that. I just don't think there's much point to it. Okay, so the remove prefix did not work. Okay, why did it not work? Remove prefix is not null. It's not null. It's remove. It does start with this. We believe that it does actually hit here. And maybe it doesn't. Let's try here. Simple logout with the Unity Spice stuff. Excellent. Okay, let's go back in and let's see if we get a logout. We sure don't. Okay, let's have a little look at this. So I always find it's a nice idea. So, okay, this is what I'm talking about this whenever I'm saying about C#6. So you can use these things called interpolated strings, I believe. And this is what an interpolated string is like. Oops, not like that. Okay, so this, and then this. Boom. So in order to do this the old way, you would have to do this, .log, and then that, and then that. Not as nice as this is, I think you'll agree, because this keeps it like a normal standard string. So yeah, that's just one of the many, many, many cool things that C#6 can do. Yes, I really, really like that. Especially whenever you come to work with paths and things like that, it's really quite nice. Okay, so let's go, come on. I want to see what's coming back. So 0x, nothing is coming back. So it's not even hitting here. That's interesting. That's very interesting, yes. Why is it not even hitting there? Okay, let's do another one here. This could be another wee thing. Sometimes Unity will, I don't know whether it won't recompile or something like that. And so it gets a wee bit confused. It gets like, it's using out of date code whenever it does its rebuilds. So it won't actually see your logs and stuff of certain pieces of code unless you add a piece of code in. No, unless I'm just being I'm being so stupid. Okay, there we go. So forget I said anything. It's standard retro TK2 stuff. Okay, so here. Okay, so we are here. That equals nothing. That's excellent. Okay, so let's collapse this because that's going to be an absolute mess. If we do that, okay, cool. Okay, so 0x, yes please, and 0x. I'm an idiot. I'm using the, oh my goodness. Rookie. Okay, let's go. So what I was doing there is this wasn't getting set originally. And here we were trying to use it, and it had a standard. Actually, I think it had a null value, but whatever. So yeah, it just had the standard value and wasn't getting set at all. And yeah, so of course it would come back like this. That's why logging can be so just unbelievably brilliant whenever you're working with stuff, is because as human beings we make mistakes, and certainly as a human being I make a ton of mistakes. So okay, let's have a look. Oh sugar. 0x 1 2 3 4 5 6. There you go, perfect. And then the suffix one we wanted was 08. And there it is. Excellent. I want you to have a default value of 08, and I want you to have a default value of 0x. Oh, I don't have to always be putting that in, yes. Do we go and put in the copy? Yes, we do. Go on then, sure, why not? It's a quick, simple button. Clipboard, copy, C#. Go to Stack Overflow is, if in doubt, Stack Overflow it out. And set text. This is what we want, and that's that. Boom, done and done and done and done. And then we go back into the Little Endian stuff here. No, we do it in the display. And we put a wee if statement for the button here. Do I have button? No, I don't have button extension methods yet. It's coming in Unity Spice, yes, whenever I can be bothered to actually release another version. Oh, retro, what do you got? Okay, here we go, let's go. GUI layout, dot button, and copy, simple copy text. Copy offset, sure, why not? And like that, copy clipboard. Oh, tell me I can't even put it in. I can't put it in, thank goodness for that. The problem is the way it's, just be careful with this. I mean, because we're using the editor, it's not that big a deal, but Windows Forms, because it's using Windows Forms, most build settings just won't have that. So if you're ever using this in your actual code, it's not going to work for you. If you're trying to use it in an actual game, is what I'm trying to say, then it's not going to work for you. Right, okay, so we do actually need to go and set this as a value. Var converted offset equals like that. Boom, boom, and then boom. Excellent, like that, and that looks pretty cool. So yeah, it won't actually work because this reference won't be able to be in your game. You won't be able to reference Windows Forms, I don't believe, or perhaps you can, but I don't think you are allowed to. Like legally, I don't think you're allowed to. I don't know, maybe you are. I don't know. I mean, if you were making it for the Xbox, this probably wouldn't be a big deal. Although I don't know whether the actual thing would work. Hey, I'm not sure. Who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. Copy offset. And then can we paste it? We can. That is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I mean, it's a very, very basic piece of code. But it'll help. You know, it should hopefully help make the errors that were happening last time a complete thing of the past, to be honest, hopefully. Load your... Was this the one that we were having the issue with? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. So if I put this in like that, what does it come back? 00, 1B, 8008, and then it adds on another 08, which we don't need because we've already got the 08 there, I think. Yeah, so that's what it would become. Is this correct? Does he show? I can't remember if he actually changes it for us for this one. Can't remember this. Can't remember. So the problem is, yeah, okay, so it already has the 08 on it. Interesting. So I think what we want to actually do is have that as 08. No, we don't actually. What we want to have is that is 0x08. So we'll take off the 08 anyway for us. So it pretty much just means that any time, the assumption being that any time we put in a string, we always wanted to take off the 08, because the 08 at the start is going to be added in at the end anyway. And I think that's a good idea. So I think that's actually pretty much all I wanted to do today. Yes, I think, I mean, you may think that that's probably not the best thing in the world to do, but I mean, you know, it works. It does a fairly good job, I think. Let's just double check to make sure that his one worked again. I can't remember where it was. This one here. What was the one? Would be become... Okay, yeah, so this was it. Here. Take this, copy it in. Oh, sorry about that. Here. And here. And here again, thank you very much. And there we go. It becomes that. Ah, okay, so you want to remove, oh, for flip's sake. Okay, so you want it actually to be more like that. Do we do this? Okay, fine. Okay, let's have a list of strings. A list of strings. No, we don't. We don't want to do this because this is going to be a pain, a real pain. Oh, we really don't want to do this. I tell you what, let's have it as a comma, and because then that means that we could go and split it using the comma, and that would be super quick, and hopefully this will be, yeah, that should suffice, I believe. Okay, let's, and then what? Okay, remove prefix. Okay, that'll do. And then we want it to come down here. Okay, so the remove prefix is a string itself. We already know that, and we want to do it so that we want to split the string, var split equals, we want to remove this, split. We want to use the character, the comma. You see where we're going with this is? For each split, come on. For each split, we will call this str because I love that notation for the string. We'll put this into this str. Done. Yep. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's have a look at the links expression. Wow, that's a nightmare. No. And that should do that. Hopefully. Okay, and so now if I go back in, hopefully it should all work. So let's go and copy this one again. Okay, so as we can see our removable offsets. Take away that. Excellent, works okay. And then if we add in a 0.8, it doesn't work. Brilliant. 0.8, 0x08, yes, because it's taken away the 0x. This one's happening ahead of time. Oh, flip me. That one would work, yeah, okay. So we will do it. You can see how it can be fiddly is whenever you're working with, whenever you're coding and things happen ahead of certain other logical paths. So what's happening there is that it's removing the 0x from the start of our string. So it goes, okay, let's get rid of that. And then it'll go, uh-oh. But this 0.8 still remains, and it's not removing it because technically this doesn't start with, our string doesn't start with that. We could create a piece of code to start with that or to do something with that, but I think honestly this code works pretty well for what it does already. So that should go to C. Let's have a look. Oh, for goodness sakes. Yep. Okay, 0. Yeah, okay. So that should go to C for B8 EA 0.8. Perfect. Copy offset, and there you go. Happy days. Okay, that'll do certainly for this episode. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe. Yes, I hope you're enjoying this series. I am having a ton of fun getting back into it. I think this is it's a pretty good series. I mean, it's unbelievably niche, but it is a heck of a lot of fun. You can email me at richardtk2@gmail.com if there's anything that you would like to see in this series. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.